Hello, this is Omega Rider 1, and today we're going to be doing a review of Mobile Suit Gundam 00 Awakening of Trailblazer. Now, mind you, it's been a while since I've actually done a video review, and that I do apologize for. But it's because not a lot of anime have been coming out recently, or I've been in the process of watching them. But not only that, but I haven't really gotten into any manga either, so really, the JoJo's Bizarre month thing is just going to be a rarity. So I settled on whatever I could get. So here is the review. Plot. Following the events of Double O Season 2, the world seems to have finally found some measure of peace. However, things go south quickly upon the discovery of a metallic alien race known as the L's, who assimilate matter into themselves and even target humans with powerful quantum brainwaves. It's now up to the Earth Federation forces and the celestial being to drive off these beings from beyond the stars and protect the Earth one last time. While the story is paced like any film these days, the subject matter can be downright insulting. The elves are an obvious homage to the Borg from Star Trek, assimilating all into one mega-conscience or hive mind, but they're not really good at it, if you understand. They're not terrifying. Unlike the Borg, they have no voice in order to show that they are a collective being. They don't show they don't show emotion, but then again, they're not humans, which was what made the Borg terrifying is that they could assimilate anything and thus speak through them. They show no physical distress or emotion, yet mercilessly track down their prey. So it's basically like a rock pursuing you, or being chased by lightning, if Nash would have you believe that. This is less like Star Trek and more like The Happening in terms of how batshit insane this is for a Gundam plot, though. Sometimes the scenes they were in just felt like they were from from a different film entirely. Like the car scene with Ali and Soma, which was probably something that was out of Christine. Now, things do pick up near the end of the film where it's just mindless violence, but that's the only part I felt was genuinely enjoyable. However, the film is nonetheless a mindless action flick, so if you have a group of friends over and all you want is something to get the blood pumping no matter how stupid it may be, this is a great film to watch. A 10 out of 20. Characters. The cast of Double O returns, those who are still alive, that is, for one last show of how deep a series can dig itself into a hole. The first thing that popped into my mind after a few minutes in was, who the fuck are these people? When I found several characters who were neither existing characters nor explained at any point in the film. In fact, I spied a few flecks of animated excrement after pondering for a bit whether they were pulled out of someone's ass. Descartes Shaman is the big turd in this case. He's shoehorned in as the first recorded official innovator, when we knew nothing about him during the TV show, and the fact that Setsuna may have beaten him to the punch. But not only that, he's pretty much raped by the elves halfway through the film. He looked like he could have been a pretty damn good villain if they used him that way, but no, they didn't. On top of that glaring failure, Setsuna is not very likable in the film as he was in the show. He's practically jacked off by every member of Celestial Being. Hell, the film indirectly does so with the description of an innovator when Mannequin goes to see Veda early on. Every trait they possess is greater than that of a human. A longer lifespan, telepathy, spatial awareness, increased empathy. Ugh, you dirty bitch. Work the shaft! Oh, sorry. Hope you catch the Hellsing Ultimate bridge reference. However, it all makes Setsuna's coma a cliche as well, as a symptom of Superman syndrome, where after thoroughly wanking the strongest character, something, and I mean anything, can put these guys out of action, forcing the lesser human beings to do the hard labor instead, just in time for the Ubermensch to deal the final blow or congratulate the heroes for doing all the work for them. As for actual characterization, this film isn't very focused, constantly jumping back and forth between groups, which doesn't allow characters to fully express themselves. Though I will say that Graham Ecker was saved by this film following Season 2. He finally acted like his old self, which sought to be the best, but also had a sense of passion rather than obsession. A rather creepy obsession at that. Otherwise, many didn't really stand out in the crowd at all, save for those who were a stark contrast to their previous forms. Like Saji Crossroad, who's actually tolerable due to his stronger attitude and relatively small amount of screen time. A 5 out of 10. Art and animation. Now, I'll get this out of the way. There is a lot of fucking CGI in this movie. Now I'll tell you why. The final battle is fucking amazing. You can obviously tell where they put where the money went for it. You can obviously tell where the money for Awakening of Trailblazer. That's all, folks. Where the money for Awakening of Trailblazer went, and it went towards the final battle scene. However, there are plenty of scenes where ugly CGI ships and L's pop in and ruin the moment. Though there is a part near the end where there's an Omega class mindfuck moment, and it's just perfect for the CGI effects. It is the only moment where I actually thought it was appropriate. Otherwise, the animation is the same quality as the original show. It doesn't actually improve much, but it was already pretty good to begin with. And though the MS improved 100%, and the effeminate innovades aren't pretty common in this one, so I can actually say that the quality improved over the previous series. A 3 out of 5. Music. Double O had great scoring and songs to its name already, and Awakening of Trailblazer is no exception. While the intro song may not be appealing to everyone, it does have an epic feel to it, and does grow on you the more you listen to it. Otherwise, there are some nice momentary songs, like when, after Andrei Smirnov dies. Spoiler. Oh, fuck it, I don't do spoilers anyway. I don't care about it anyway. But overall, the BGM and the ending song and all that stuff is all very much like the TV show, which already had a very solid musical scoring. So if you like that, you'll definitely like the music in Awakening of Trailblazer. A 5 out of 5. Voice acting. Gundam almost always has good voice acting, and though I haven't seen a dub, the casting for the English version was superb, so I have no doubt that it would be just as good as the original. So the voice acting is a 10 out of 10 as usual. Overall, this film serves as a mixed example of what to do and what not to do in a Gundam film, let alone a series. By God, if I took a shot for every time someone used the words understanding or misunderstanding, I'd be dead. I give Gundam 00 Awakening of Trailblazer a 6.6 out of 10. Stay tuned for next time as we do a review of Durarara. Yeah, try saying that really fast. This is Omega Rider 1, and I'll be seeing you